I'm Dr. Dougland Jackson, Assessment Consultant with WPS. I'm here to talk to you about the Sensory Processing Measure 2nd Edition Quick Tips. The Sensory Processing Measure 2 Quick Tips comprises simple and straightforward suggestions, tasks, and activities connected to each SPM-2 item. It's designed to help you make recommendations so your clients can better cope with their sensory integration and processing challenges. The SPM-2 Quick Tips can be used for your intervention as well as when making recommendations for the home, school, clinic, and community settings. It's primarily used by occupational therapists, but it's appropriate for collaboration with others, including parents, caregivers, and other professionals. You can access the SPM-2 Quick Tips either through print or our online evaluation system, which you can find at platform.wpspublish.com. Using the Quick Tips through the online evaluation system gives you the power to more efficiently pick and recommend relevant intervention strategies, as it allows you to sort via many different ways without having to scroll through the entire print version. However, all tips are listed if a clinician selects all of the scales as well as all of the scores. I'll switch over to our online evaluation system to give you a brief demonstration. To get started, you first need to administer a SPM-2 form. Once you've done so and scored it, you'll then need to click the SPM-2 Reports tab. Once you get to this area, then you'll need to scroll all the way to the bottom to find the button that says Create Quick Tips Report. Click on that button, and then you select the appropriate form for which you'd like to create the quick tips from, and hit the next button. This then takes you to the page where you can be more specific to customize your quick tips for your client. You can choose particular scales, the dimensions, or even focus on scores that are most problematic, such as item scores of 3 or 4. Now for the scale, I'll just pick a few for this demonstration. Let's go with hearing and touch. You notice all of those items that have a score of 3 or 4 now appear here, and I can choose the ones I want to focus on so I don't overwhelm the client. You can create as many of these reports as you'd like. So let's focus on seems intensely interested in sounds that others do not notice for hearing. And then for touching, seems bothered when someone touches his or her face. Then you'll hit the next button. Now on my screen, you only have options for those items I selected, and you have several to choose from. So you want to choose the one that's most specific to what you want to address and feel would be the best recommendation for your client. So I'll just choose this one here, validate the existence of the sound and allow the child to acknowledge and identify it, then redirect them to the immediate task. And then for touch, we'll say, teach others to touch the child firmly using touch pressure rather than light touch. Recommend that family members hug instead of kiss. You'll then hit the next button so that you can title your report. And then you can give a description here. And I'll just say touch and hearing because that's what we focused on for this demonstration, and hit finish so your report can be generated. You'll then hit the OK button so that you can see your report. And now your intervention report is created, listing those items that you chose and the tips that you decided to recommend for your client. What's new to the updated quick tips is this objective column here. They correspond to this legend down here that lets you know what it's focusing on. So if you see number 1, your strategy is to improve sensory motor functions. 2, educate to support functioning. 3, promote self-advocacy and empowerment. 4, develop adaptations and accommodations. 5, use cognitive or behavioral strategies. 6, teach new skills, including self-regulation. And 7, address the sensory integration and processing patterns of others. So you can create as many of these as you like, selecting as many items as you'll like. What's nice using it online is that you can customize and break down to each of the different items here and even the scores for those responses. This was just a quick demonstration as to how you can use the SPM-2 quick tips online. If you have any further questions, I encourage you to reach out to your assessment consultant, and you can find their contact information on the WPS website. Thank you.